What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cumcast. I am Ryan, your host, and Cody is here with me today. We have a special guest, Sam Bob Patrick. Special episode. Give us a beer of the week, Cody.
All right, everybody. This week's beer of the week is the Winter Wheat Ale by Switchyard Brewing Co. of Bloomington, Indiana. Switchyard Brewing Co. has been open for a little over a year. It's ran and brewed by two best friends. They pride themselves not only on their beer, but also on their kid and dog-friendly environment. It's a great place to go. They brew great beer. This ale is a wintry fruited wheat beer brewed with pomegranate and blueberry. It has a 5% ABV and it is absolutely fucking delicious. This beer is, if you've had a winter wheat ale or just a regular wheat ale, it's very light. It's semi-hoppy. It's good. It's bold, but it's also it's easy drinking in a way. And it has a very fruity taste and aroma on the back end that you will just enjoy as it goes down your throat hole. So welcome to another episode of the Cumcast, everybody. We hope you really enjoy the episode. Let's get into it with comedian and my friend and yours, Sam Bob Patrick.
Okay, so we've I've been working with the sketch group, and we've been working on a sketch called Jesus and Steve. And the premise is Jesus has a shitty friend named Steve.
Right.
Who always punches him in the dick. And he drinks nothing but White Claw all the time.
Sounds like Cody.
Sounds like me.
and at one point Jesus is like, hey man, I'm going to turn this water into wine. And Steve's like, I don't drink that piss water. I'm all about the claw.
Yeah.
And he's...
Claw's the law.
Yeah, he's like, I've had 8 of these. I'm not even buzzed yet.
That is true. I'll say this, even though I still want White Claw to be a sponsor of this podcast.
It's good. I love White Claw too.
But I'll drink like 6 or 7 of them and have a solid fucking buzz, almost drunk, and then I eat something and it just completely goes away.
Oh yeah,
It completely goes away.
It's really good.
And then by the time you finish the last of the 12-pack, you're not even drunk at all. You're just drinking just to drink water.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to hydrate after that. Oh man. So, but yeah, we know Jacob Ruble is who you. What were you getting? You were talking about Jacob.
Oh, earlier. Right. So he's a part of the sketch group, and Jacob Ruble, he's playing Jesus, obviously.
You don't know Jake, do you?
No. He's when you see him, you know he's like the dude. That's exactly how he looks like.
He looks like the Big Lebowski kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a hippie version. Oh no, the Big Lebowski is a hippie.
Yeah, he's like a young version of that.
Okay.
If you can
like
imagine.
a Midwest version.
I get it.
Oh wait, isn't the Big Lebowski in the Midwest? In like Ohio or something like that?
No, he's in California.
I'm gonna tell you something, and it might put our friendship in danger. I've never seen it.
Well, thank you, Sam Bob, for coming today. That's the end of the episode.
That's pretty much
everybody have a good night.
Yeah,
it's not from lack of trying. I've just I think my parents have a copy. I tried to watch it, but it was all scratched up.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, fuck.
Buy another one.
Jesus, you're so angry.
You might not like it at first because it's really weird, but
I love weird shit, man.
That's how my mom was. She's like, I watched it and I didn't like it, and I said, why don't you watch it again? So she watched it again, and she's like, I absolutely love it now.
Yeah, a brewing company in Indiana called Quaffon. That is their like mantra. It's called The Woods Abides, and that's like their whole fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
They have at every restaurant they have giant posters of just from the movie.
Yeah.
Just giant movie posters in all the bathrooms. Yeah. So you can look at what the fuck is his name? What's his name that plays him?
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. You can watch Jeff Bridges while you take a shit.
And he watches you.
Yeah. He's staring at you while he sips a White Russian.
Right.
I love White Russians too. But anyways, getting back to Jake. Jake has the most interesting backstory of any comic I've ever heard of. Because he grew up being raised by bikers, pretty much. Like his mom and dad, I believe, were I could be getting this wrong. We're both in a gang, or we're just both really tough biker people.
Okay.
And then he was a priest for like years, and then he was like, I like, people, and then left and became a comic. And, like, now he's playing Jesus in a sketch where he may or may not kiss his best friend. I haven't told him that part yet.
As a freaking...
He doesn't know he might have to kiss a guy.
I've been changing the ending because no one's been on board with the ending so far.
Right.
Is he still really religious, or?
We've talked about it. He says, his exact words is he believes God is energy. He has found... From my understanding, he has found something that works for him, but he gets why other people don't like it,
Right.
Like, he's not like, those gay people. He's like, nah.
He lives in the wrong town.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the town that we live in. There's so many religious people that were there before it turned into a very progressive cultural city.
Yeah.
Surrounded by a bunch of college students because of major universities there. So all these religious people are still there, and they still continue to live and just hate on everybody else.
Yeah, have you...
but they're slowly getting overgrown.
Yeah, right.
I swear there's like 50 churches in that city.
I've never seen them, but that's only because, like, the churches in Bedford are, like, prominent, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can just... I think...
You hear the bells toll.
You hear 40 bells toll.
You hear the bells toll in the Catholic Church.
And I think there's, like, a weird ratio thing. Like, for every church, there's supposed to be 2 bars in a town. I could be getting this wrong.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know if that's accurate. But...
I don't know if that's accurate.
I think that's just how, like, most people build their city.
Well,
Bedford
our
is 40.
We're fucking lacking because we have like 20 churches in one bar.
We lost a bar, but we haven't lost a church yet.
And, like, they're all kind of the same practice of church, right? And they all meet on, why do we need this many churches?
Well, honestly, there's a church in Bloomington that's a rock climbing building now. Like, they put a rock climbing
high ceilings.
They put the high steeples, ceilings, the vaulted ceilings make pretty good rock climbing wall.
Everybody has a different perspective on it, I guess. That's why there's so many different things, and everybody's so like keen honed on, no, it's this way, your way is shitty. I don't know. I don't really try to get into that very much.
I don't get into it at all.
You know what I like, though, is when churches are clearly not trying, they'll be like, the Church of Christ. And it's like, oh, is this next to the wet swimming pool? Like, fucking put effort in, man.
It's the first Church of God.
We have the Church of Christ.
How many first churches are there?
We have like the Church of Christ, and then you have like the Church of Jesus's fallen tear that hit the sand, and like everybody just like goes on this big long fucking title. I don't know.
The Church of the Ladder that I bought at Lowe's Tabernacle.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at the library, and then I had to meet my friend at her church. And as you know, there are 2 churches, 2 Catholic churches that look exactly the same.
They all look the same.
And you walk into there, and I was like, oh, I'm here to see blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh. And they knew. They're like, oh, they go to the other church. I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you know who goes to the other church?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Is everybody...
Like, they were a little disappointed, like... Yeah, they're at the other one. Like
they're at the other church.
It was like walking into a dealership. It was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
We don't sell Chevys here. Ford's over there.
Exactly.
Well, it's just like here in our hometown, the Ford and the Chevy dealer are right next to each other.
Yeah,
right next to each other.
So it's just like, the salespeople, if you're going to buy a Chevy, the ones at the Ford are just like eye stabbing you.
Yeah.
With their non-existent. What do you call it?
Souls.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're non-existent commission that they're not going to get.
Oh yeah,
they're non-existent commission. And honestly, I know that people that like salesmen that are on commission, they're just trying to make a living.
Yeah,
but come on, bitch. No means no.
Yeah,
no means no.
Oh my god, the guy who sold me my car has finally stopped emailing me every couple of months.
When did you buy your car?
I bought it 2 years ago, maybe.
Jesus. The guy that sold me my truck, I haven't heard from him since I bought it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
was
haven't heard
like
from anybody since I
trying.
bought
He
mine
would
either.
send me like birthday cards not on my birthday and be like, "Here's $50 off your next purchase." And it's like, what do you think? You know that I'm basically a child still. I bought my car when I was 21.
It's not even like a birthday card. It's just like thinking of you.
Yeah.
Thinking of you. How's it going?
I know. It's ridiculous.
How's it going in your 2010 Kia Sportage?
Well, I think he was trying because he saw that like my dad signed the.
Like the shit.
He was a co-signer.
Co-sign.
Yeah. And I think he was trying to get the whole family in. So it was like,
Can I get your whole family? I got minivans on sale.
It's like everybody's getting a phone plan. Everybody going to get new cars too.
Yeah, it's just when we went on vacation in Florida, I purposely did not purchase the insurance because I have full coverage and I don't need to buy extra insurance. I'm a cheap fuck like that.
Right.
I don't need to buy it. And while we were standing there, it took us about, how long did it take? We stood there for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
After the checking in took the longest, just to pull everything up. And, they go through and ask you a bunch of questions. And I purposely did not purchase the insurance for a reason because I have my own. And she just started hammering me on it.
Oh, well, it may not.
Yeah, she just started hammering me on it. She's like, "Are you sure? Because it may not cover this and this and this." I was like, "I'm not going off-roading. We're getting a Malibu."
Yeah.
I don't know what you think we're going to fucking do. But I said, we are in the city that we're going to be staying in. I said, we'll be at the house in half an hour. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But she's like, well, it may not cover this. I said, no. She said, well, can I interest you in that? No.
Then she's like, what do you normally drive? No, we're just going to take this car.
Yeah, what do you normally drive? I said, a truck. She's like, oh, we have a good price on trucks today. I was like, no. I booked a freaking mid-size car, and I'm taking a mid-size car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh, okay, you sure you don't want us? No, I don't want it. I don't want your extra fucking insurance. I don't want a truck. I want the car I fucking booked for $350 fucking dollars for 8 days from Expedia. Give me my goddamn keys.
And then she was like, coffee is for closers only.
50 cents for hand sanitizer.
I mean, she was nice, and because she has to be, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So she was nice, and I wasn't an asshole to her, but after about 3 or 4 questions, I'm just like, no.
Well, they have to.
No.
They have to try and
Right.
upsell you on everything.
And I remember being, when I worked in retail, definitely remember thinking like, I don't want to do this, but my boss wants me to do it, even though it doesn't work.
Right.
Like, you know how they're like, you gotta go talk to the customers and like help them out. And it's like, some of them really like it because I worked at a shoe store and a lot of people don't really know what the fuck they're looking for a lot of times.
Yeah.
Right.
But still, there were plenty of people that were like, go away. And then we would go away and our boss would be like, why aren't you talking to that customer? I'm like, what? They want me away.
Yeah. And honestly, I've sold insurance before, and I've also worked in fast food and delivered pizzas, and it was just one of those promotional things. They're like, "Can I interest you in this and this and this?" And there's like I think 0.1% of the people are like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah.
And then you tell them what it is, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds good." And that's like one time every 3 months.
I remember when we first got, because it was Shoe Sensation, it had just opened up, so we were like the hot new thing.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
Hot new sushi.
Oh, dude,
I
like,
hear it's the worst place to buy shoes. I like a good place to buy shoes. I like to be comfortable, and I just hear that place is just shit.
I buy all my shoes online. I don't go
Right.
to that places. I don't know.
yeah, I definitely, I know the people there because they're all still there, surprisingly, most of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, they left and then they came back and it was so weird. Because it's like, you guys should still not... Because one of them was going to work for Crane and he got out before I did and I was like, man, that guy's got his shit figured out. And then I came back in and he was still there.
Right, and to clarify, Crane is it's a government facility job, So he left to go work a good government job, but now he's back to shoes.
Back selling shoes.
Hey man, I think he was missing his soul.
I think
that was a shoe joke.
I think what happened was his job was provided by his uncle. It didn't make sense. I even thought this because he was like, well, I'm going to be like helping my uncle invent new technology in Crane. I was like, no, you fucking aren't. You might get a job there. You're not doing that.
You sell Skechers to fat people.
Yeah. Hey, New Balances are better for fat people. Let me fucking tell you.
No, they're fucking not. You shut your damn mouth.
Those are the shoes of the Midwest. They're Skechers and New Balance.
Yeah, because
I love New Balance.
they have a very wide ankle for because for fat people.
Yeah.
I got these Nikes. No, my feet's too wide for Nikes.
It was so funny because like so many nurses would come in and be like, we need to buy Crocs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you want to be back here in like 2 weeks?
Right.
I would say that and my boss would be like, don't talk shit on Crocs. I'm like, I think I even said we shouldn't sell Crocs. You know this.
Yeah, but I hear that and like people say, oh, I love those things. And I hear people say that they hate them. So I don't know.
Crocs are good for like they're slippers you can wear to the river. Yeah, essentially.
They're slippers you can wear to the river.
Restaurant workers, nurses.
They're slippers. They're slippers. To the river. Crocs are the only shoe that you could just take on a boat and you are guaranteed to not lose them if they fall off the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they float.
Right. That's the only way that you.
Which is why my dad loves them so much.
Right. Right. That and, so nobody has to bend over.
Yeah.
Because this is a generation of bending over is overrated to tie your shoes.
Oh, exactly. I was telling my mom, because I've gained so much weight, that it hurts to bend down now.
Dude, that is one of the main reasons why I started losing weight years ago, is because I was 24 and I got out of breath to tie my shoes. You know when you feel all the blood rush to your head when you bend over to tie your shoes, and then you come up and you almost fall over and pass out?
I thought it was because whenever you laid on your back, your like titties flopped and like went in your mouth.
No, that wasn't. That
that would be a reason to keep the weight in my mouth.
Yeah. If I could have just lost the stomach and
now that he's lost all that weight, I remember can't remember. I think he stayed the weekend here or something like that. And he was sitting on the couch out there, and I went to open the door to let the dog out. And I was like, what is that brown thing on your chest? And I looked at it. It was his nipple. He had so much extra skin that it was like half folded up under. So it was like a mystery.
It looks like a tucked over piece of pizza.
Yeah. It's exactly half a pepperoni slice.
I just wish it would even, and it kind of is like I'm starting to get that booty fat, but it's mostly in my stomach.
Yeah.
Like, it's not in my arms. It's somewhat in my face, but it's mostly here. And not, like, all around, just, like, in the front.
You got that dad gut.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, dad bods are in now, so.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of, when we were talking about shoes, I guess I found something. Did you guys see Nike is designing a pair of...
Spider-Man shoes?
No, they're designing a pair of cross trainers specifically for healthcare workers.
Oh.
So the Nike Air Zoom Pulse is going to be available in 6 different styles, and are durable, comfortable, and they have spill protection and very grippy soles, and they were tested.
So Crocs.
No, not
what
Crocs.
were we just saying?
They're trainings. They're trainers.
Oh, sorry. Shoes. So they have backs on them.
Yeah, they have laces. Okay,
they won't destroy in like a week.
No, they've been tested on employees of the OHSU. Whatever a children's hospital in Portland, Oregon. I don't know that fucking name.
With a Kool-Aid Man as their ad, apparently.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that is, isn't it? That's the Kool-Aid Man.
It looks like a fucked up
So
kid.
This children's hospital, the logo on the hospital is actually a Kool-Aid Man. Oh no,
it looks like
it's a rag doll.
It's a stick figure with pigtails.
It's a stick figure rag doll with pigtails.
Oh.
The Dornbecker Children's Hospital in Portland, Oregon. It is a Raggedy Ann stick figure, and guys, let's not be assholes, because I'm pretty sure a sick child probably drew that. So let's not shit on the logo of the children's hospital.
I was gonna say,
I mean, did we get in trouble because I may have said I wanted to fuck Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife on the day she died.
On the day she died.
No,
did she die when we talked about it, or
I thought it was like she was just put into a coma. which I
She
guess
was in a
She
coma,
was, but then
died.
she died later on.
Yeah, like that night or something like
Yeah,
that.
after we recorded.
Right.
Yeah.
saying I bring the topical situation.
Oh no! On last episode, I don't know if you listened to it or not, but on the last episode we were talking about a suspicious man that who was the biggest. What was he?
Which one are we talking about?
The cat dude, the cat man.
Oh, he was a big animal rescuer,
animal rescue advocate.
Yeah.
Mainly for cats.
Okay.
And he got murdered by a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, but they found him like halfway tied. His upper body was tied, sitting. He was sitting down. Upper body was tied to a bed, and she had stabbed him like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, like full like tang of the knife, and and then they were wondering if it was like maybe he tried to molest her.
The thing
or
is,
something.
he was not 100% innocent, and when we seen his picture on there, he definitely looked like a suspicious prevert.
Yeah, but then they made a memorial video, and he felt really
seemed
bad.
like a genuine guy.
He seemed
He
like
seemed like a really nice
guy.
Oh God, that's
why
worst.
we named the episode. We named the episode "Cat Tattoos and Harleys" because in the video,
Because he had like
I
full
gotta
blown-
listen to that.
yeah,
one.
he's like cat tattoos and Harleys, man. What more can you need? And as soon
Yeah.
as it ended, Ryan's like, he seems like a pretty nice guy,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
shit on him.
Oh, I didn't know if you had an update with him or what.
I do not have an.
I mean, he's
fucking
dead.
He's fucking dead.
Well, I meant the 14-year-old, but
No, I don't have an update on.
but like she
the,
confessed to her parents and everything, and then they took her to
That sounds
jail.
like an SVU episode right there.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Weirdly, I've also been getting into SVU because where I work with people who have special needs, and most of them will watch SVU all day.
right.
That's a terrible show to watch if you're a kid.
Well, a lot of them are elders, actually, so they're...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, like... And, like, I used to make fun of it because they're kind of... Like, I've noticed this. When any SVU actor, when they have to not be dramatic or talk about, someone being fucked in the ear to death or something,
Yeah.
they'll be the most wooded, robotic things ever. Like, this one guy was like, that's my kid, everything's gotta be a negotiation. And it's like, who the fuck are you? That's not a thing people say.
Right.
And my girlfriend, who loves that show, gets so mad when I make fun of it. She'll be like, she texted me the other day. She's like, I was watching SVU and no one was making any snide comments. So it was nice.
Jesus Christ.
How is the lady? She good?
She's good. I got some weird text messages she sent me. Let me see.
So other than that, so she's good.
We got a place here soon.
Oh yeah. Oh, right on, man.
Yeah.
Apartment.
You guys been together? How long you guys been together?
The day before Thanksgiving, it will be a full year.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I think we missed the year for our first date, but can't tell that story because she'd be embarrassed. Okay, fuck.
Is she gonna listen to this? Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you guys go on your first date?
Well, we just went to Bears and then my place, so that should tell you everything.
So you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
Sam Bob got it in on the first date. Still going strong.
We didn't fuck. We just made out and watched Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers and made out. Hey, dude.
Sounds like a
nothing
fun date
like
to me.
watching food.
I love Bob's Burgers.
Watching food and eating face.
Watching food.
Eating face.
Eating face.
Not to say that it's we're talking. I don't know. I'm lost now.
I don't know.
She texted me. I can't find it, but she texted me a couple of days ago and asked why I masturbated so much. So
Did she catch you or something?
no, I kind of told her. I was like, because I'm just like, hey, I just want you to know I'm glad you didn't ask for sex when you came in because I was tuckered out, and she was like,
Jesus.
God. We have a very strange relationship, me and my girlfriend.
No,
And then later, I sent her a
sounds healthy.
You know those pickles in a bag you can get at gas stations now for some reason?
For like 99 cents.
There's
Right.
one called Hot Mama. That's literally what it's a pickle in a bag.
Yeah.
It's called Hot Mama, and then it's a sexy pickle. I'll let you look at that.
A sexy pickle. Okay.
I was going to ask if it had a pair of tits on it, but it has a wig.
Yeah.
Like they just gave it a new persona.
Yeah, and then when I sent her a picture of that, she said delete my number. So, God. I feel like she said something crazier.
And fun fact, they met on Tinder.
Yeah.
Like they're going strong off of Tinder, man.
Yeah.
How's your Tinder excursions going?
My Tinder excursions are almost non-existent.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Well, how long do you have to be on Tinder before you realize nobody's swiping right on you?
I don't know. I mean,
it's not that long.
It's
not that long.
There's got to be one accidental swipe some point going.
I know that they're accidental when I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, it's a meaningful message. Like it's not just like, hey,
do like your
what's
new
up, girl?
Yeah,
what's up?
Do like a new profile picture. Like as soon as you get up in the morning and you have like 6 months to live or something, and maybe you'll get a pity sex or something like that. I don't know.
I seen this. I seen that it was this girl posted about this this guy messaged her and said, "Oh hey," and just talking about something random, and it was this random number, and it turned out to be a girl, and he says, "Oh sorry, I'm just wrong number. I'm really distraught right now because my grandma just passed away," and she says, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. Not a big deal." And he says, "By the way, you're really pretty. Can I have your number?" Just straight up.
Jesus.
Just straight up pulled a dead grandma line.
Get him down and then ask him.
God. No, definitely not existent. Yeah, maybe I should just... Yeah, I've sent like a meaningful message.
Have you tried Plenty of Fish?
No, dude, because that sounds like a scheme. Plenty of Fish sounds like something's gonna happen to you.
You could also try Scout Out. Something definitely will happen to you.
Scout Out.
Oh, it's Scout. My bad.
Scout Out. I was like, what the fuck is Scout Out? Sounds like a cleaning agent.
Yeah.
Sounds like something underneath my sink right now.
Scout. It's spelled with a K instead of a C because they're wacky. And Scout is where all the rejected people of Tinder go and prostitutes go.
Well, thank you for making me feel great, Sam.
I mean, that's how I lost my virginity. Is I met this person on Scout.
Sam, you lost your virginity to a man, and then you had to go get tested for an STD.
Oh yeah. Well, it was after several men, if I might add. It wasn't after this one particular dude. It was like
he wasn't the dirty one, but the other one.
It took Sam what 21? 21 years to lose his virginity, and then he got laid more times in 3 months than I ever have in my life. It was one of those things where I would see him on a weekly basis at an open mic at Bear's Place, our local open mic we go to, and I would see him on a weekly basis, and I'd shoot the shit with him. I'm like, hey, how's the virginity game going? He's like, oh, I lost it. I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. When? He goes like, last week. I was like, oh, cool. About a month later, he's like 2 or 3 dudes deep, and I'm like, holy shit, man. Yeah. And then 3 months later, he's had sex with like 5 people, men and women.
So I'm guessing it's easier for the male platform instead of female platform?
Because it's and I don't want to throw out the stereotype that gay guys are just gonna fuck anyone, but it's more or less like gay guys, from my perspective, are just like, I don't want to do this whole where we talk to each other. Just fuck me already.
Right.
Jesus.
I will say this. There were a couple of closeted people in Bedford, very closeted people in Bedford, that I was like, let's fuck. And they'd be like, no, I can't. My wife's here. And I was like, oh, that's fucking... All right.
My wife, that's a fucking burden.
Get her into it. I like girls too.
Sorry they burden you with their engagement.
Yeah.
Sorry they burden you.
It was also like, I could clearly tell, like, I definitely think there are some people that have, like, gay fetishes. Like, they're not actually gay. They just like the idea of them being gay.
But right.
Oh, Sam Bob got burdened by the wife. My bad.
Oh.
My wife's here. What the fuck? Why are you online then? Why are you messaging
exactly.
me?
It's like, I did tell, and I'm a little ashamed of it. I was talking to Sydney. I was like, if we weren't together, I would probably be a home wrecker. Because that was my, after I was done fucking, very, let's say, effeminate man, flamboyant men, I would fuck, depressed divorcees.
At least you know your type.
I did. That 58-year-old was one of those. Oh,
Did you ever talk? Have you talked about that?
Yeah, I think he did.
I did talk about it on the podcast.
On the first episode, I think.
I don't think I ever talked about the fact that she was still living with her ex-husband, and it was a small trailer.
A small trailer?
And you went there while...
I went there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, dude, at least you know your type, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and Sydney is not that. Her best friend, who I'm really good friends with now, has said, "Yeah, you were a sad boy when I first met you."
Oh, gee, thanks.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Even my dad kind of said it. He said it was like, "This is the happiest I've ever seen my kid."
It's the same. When Sam lost his virginity, he blew up like a wildfire in California.
Yeah.
Like everything just got burned.
Yeah, it was just
Everything got burned down.
It was a flick of a cigarette out the window.
I mean, but it's like that, like the wildfires you see, like it's like that occasional house in the middle of nowhere. That was that married dude. He just kind of went around it. He kind of just went around it and then burned everything else inside.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Now Sam's a fucking wrecking ball of poontang and asshole.
Oh no,
it's ridiculous.
No,
not since he been with Sydney's a great girl.
Yeah,
I love
it's
Sydney.
only one poon.
It's only one poon and asshole.
Don't you feel special now, Sydney? You're the only poon for me.
She's probably like, oh fuck my life right now.
Yeah,
because she's gonna listen. You know she probably listens to every single time you're on here.
Yeah,
and she's probably be like, oh,
she's probably shaking her head right now.
Oh, Sam Bob.
Oh, that's Sam Bob. Yeah. Oh god, we Did I mention this on the podcast or just to you that we found a place? I did.
Yeah, you did. You did just now.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. It's so hard. I was telling people this is, no offense to all the other people I've had a podcast, this is the easiest podcast for me to do.
Right.
Because I have to, like, pretend to know the other people.
Right.
And, like, they're good people and I know them, but it's not like, I don't have to explain that much to you. Like, we have the same
right.
We went to the same high school, just at different times.
Yeah, and I'm like, we didn't know each other at all until the first time I actually went up on a stage, and then I've known you for, well, shit, it'll be almost 3 years on March. Exactly. 3 years in March.
Yeah, holy shit.
So, I mean, basically, like this, all we want this to be is a conversation.
Yeah.
And all we basically do is catch up when you're on here, and we just talk about just whatever the fuck comes to mind.
Yeah, it's good. I always end up talking about something. I always have to end up explaining Bedford in my other ones, like Death by Cheeseburger with Ben can I say his name?
Yeah, you can say his name on here. I don't think anybody from that scene listens to this.
Yeah.
Why?
Honestly, I don't care. Honestly, I'm out of it.
Are you guys not friends anymore?
We're friends. It's just he's like the uncle I don't want to speak to anyone sometimes. I love him.
We won't go into it, and I don't know if anybody from that scene listens to this podcast. If you do,
thank you for your download.
Thank you for your download. But see, I'm not in it at all.
Yeah,
I've been completely out of it. I don't take sides. I don't talk to anybody about it. I just found out about it from the sidelines, and that's all I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I got into it, and then someone's like, "You should get out of this." I'm like, right."
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was gonna say is he had to ask me about Bedford, and it was like he's from Ellettsville, and he kind of gets it, but not really, because Bedford's a very strange place. I feel like.
Yeah, the town we're from is very strange.
Yeah, but he asked me like, "Do you think?" Bedford is... He basically asked me, do you think if there was an apocalypse, do you think Bedford would be worth saving? And my answer was, I think Bedford's like that racist uncle we all have. That we love, that we have fun with, but ultimately... We want him around, but not, always.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, you love him because you have to.
Yeah, we don't wish harm on him, but... Like, you'll be hanging out with him and drinking with him one day, and then he just goes off and, like, drops an N-bomb in front of a black person or something.
Yeah, oh my God.
That kind of guy.
I had a roommate that did that, and we had a discussion the entire time, and it came clearer and clearer that he did not know history, because he referred to Rosa Parks as the woman that sat in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, she would have been fine then. Were you not paying attention?
She would have been fine. No, I feel like Bedford is it's like that family member that if you bring a date to Christmas for the first time ever, it's like, this is the person you need to stay the fuck away from. We don't, this is the person you gotta worry about. Everybody else is cool. It's this fucking dude.
I will say this, as far as I can tell, no Nazis in Bedford, but there are 2 definitely in Bloomington for sure.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
The farmer's market?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The farmer's market.
And I was talking to, one of my friends, Taryn JD, made a video of it. He apparently got one of the names wrong, and it became a huge thing, or he used the wrong photo. Anyways, but in that video, he was essentially trying to prove that Bloomington has this problem with telling other white people, no, you can't do that. So essentially what's happened is after they got outed as being a Nazi, they put up all these, we support gay rights, we support trans rights.
Right.
And now people just kind of don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And I am like, no, they're Nazis. I think we need them away from everything.
Honestly, in my opinion, I'm not going to get into this shit because I'm out of it all. I stay out of that drama because I'm living my own life. But if you think about it, if there's 2 Nazis in the entire city, I think we've got a little bit more problems to worry about than just 2 skinheads.
Whatever happened to running them off? That's what I don't get.
See, here's the thing. If you got 2 Nazis at the farmer's market, don't buy their fucking eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Don't buy the Nazi eggs. Buy the nice.
That's what they were selling was fucking eggs.
Yeah, well, they sell everything. Who knows? Maybe they were selling bouquets of flowers.
I mean, that's what I don't get.
Hate. Who knows?
Yeah, whatever they're selling, don't buy it. I have a gay friend, and he was upset a few years ago that Chick-fil-A doesn't support gay rights.
Yeah.
And I said that's their choice because they're a family-owned company.
Right.
And I said if you really have a problem with Chick-fil-A not supporting gay rights, don't fucking eat there.
Yeah,
it's a chicken fucking sandwich. Who cares? It's not like the pickles are made out of cocaine.
Yeah.
Don't eat there. It's not a big deal.
I don't know.
I mean, if Chick-fil-A's really that fucking good that you just they have to love everything. No, they don't. Nobody has to support everything. And if there's a Nazi at the farmer's market, don't buy his goddamn cantaloupe, okay?
Yeah.
Get somebody get the very progressive multiracial couple cantaloupe. I'm sure it's lovely.
That's what I don't get is you got outed for being a racist and you didn't even fucking do anything. You didn't burn a cross in nobody's yard. You didn't lynch nobody. You were selling tomatoes that were racist.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it's so weird. And the Chick-fil-A thing, it's I think they have pray the gay away camps, which are bad.
So 1990.
Yeah, God.
So 1990.
God damn.
Jesus.
I'm very glad that.
Oh, well, yeah, that's that I can see that being a problem. I don't know if that's true, but I do know that if it's all that aside, if you're mad about them not supporting you, don't fucking support them.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking hypocrite.
Boycotting is probably the best way.
Yeah, just don't eat there. If you don't I don't like Walmart.
Because if you give them the attention, I won't say his name, Schmin Shapiro, the attention. I don't like that guy for very specific reasons.
Right.
Just don't mention it. And I've been on this kick lately where I have been going through all his videos and just getting mad because I like being mad. I'm not gonna lie. You guys ever just find a video or something that you just hate and you're like, this feels right?
And see, that's what
when I get angry, my voice gets really high.
Yeah.
So when I've talked about stuff last week, we talked about stuff, and when I'm just flamboyant about something, my voice gets really high.
Yeah.
So like I just earlier I said, don't fucking eat there. It gets really fucking high.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
God.
Just oh.
I see. I didn't even know that it was a big problem up there where you guys live.
Which one? The Chick-fil-A or the
Well, I get the Chick-fil-A thing, but the racist Nazi type
well,
thing.
it's not even a huge problem.
It's 2 people that
there was definitely someone did find KK flyers around IU though.
Right.
But I think they kind of got rid of that problem. I don't know. Oh, and fucking one of the researchers at one of the professors at Kelly, I can't think of his name, fucking apparently tweeted a while back that he thinks that black people, I forget how he words it, but he basically thinks black people aren't intelligent enough to be in the business school.
Kelly School of Business?
Yeah. Which is fucking what? So they're trying to get rid of him, but they can't because he hasn't like done anything illegal. But they're trying to be like, okay, well, none of his classes are required now.
Yeah.
And, so they're essentially isolating.
Right.
Yeah.
I stay out of the shit just because I don't need it.
The crazy thing is that's even around anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I've told this story, I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but I used to work with a guy who was a white nationalist.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. We used to work with
they don't
guy.
like to say white supremacist anymore,
Right.
so it's a white
Yeah.
nationalist.
I thought he was the most square, nerdy, super religious.
He was
dude
like
I've ever-
he was this like the straightest, like as straight as
right, and then
guy.
and then after he quit, and then after a little while, a girl came to work and said, "I seen you on the news." They did a 60 Minutes report on him being one of the biggest white nationalists.
He has
in
so many
Indiana.
videos on YouTube,
Right.
and like he's just been interviewed, and he wanted to like split up the United States, and he wanted to put like black people on the East Coast and white people in the southern states, and then he just wanted to like divide it up into like 5 or 6 different sections, and that's how.
And
that's
he was
how
RA.
wanted it.
He's RA. He was
Yeah.
RA. At the
God.
time, he was like 26, 27.
Okay, boomer. Jesus
But then he got
Christ.
arrested in Paoli, or it was Paoli. He got arrested in Paoli for beating up his father-in-law because he had sex with his mother-in-law, and then his wife and her father were videotaping it. They stormed in the house, and then he beat their asses, his wife and the father, and then he went to jail.
Now so the daughter and the dad pretend to leave while him and the mother-in-law fuck.
Yeah.
And they're just staring. They're just like standing on a tractor tire outside the window, looking at his wife.
It's not a tractor tire; it's a milk crate. Get it
Oh,
right.
milk crate. looking in the window in the bedroom, watching her husband and his wife fuck.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, you getting all that? You getting all that?
Even in the news report, it said, "Oh, we were talking." Like they had like a 5-minute conversation while watching them fuck,
Oh, Jesus.
and then they went inside and broke it up, and then he beat their ass, and then he
Those
went to
people
jail.
are fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah, but it was like him and the father-in-law started this like white nationalist group down here in Paoli, I guess. And
Well, he was from like up north in Pennsylvania and went to school and started a group there, and he transferred to like 3 or 4 different colleges and started groups, particularly in the Northeast part of the United States where he was from, and he moved around to different colleges and started these groups, and then came to Bloomington and started a major group in Bloomington, but it was years ago. I'm not sure if it's still a thing or not, but
I recently found out he's a lot younger than me. He's like 4 years younger than me. One of my friends who I used to play D&D with all the time was in the swim team in Bedford up here at the school, and apparently as a joke they were like, dressing up as Klans members, which is fucked up enough. But it's But it's still like, okay, they're kids, they're dumb. But apparently, he told me, and I'm gonna leave his name out, he told me that they were starting to have these things called chili suppers after a couple of practices. And most of them didn't go, but there were a few.
chili suppers sounds like anal sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
some
sounds
humans-
like a fuck fest for
It's
Klansmen.
it's
It's a hooded fuck fest. That's what we call it.
Can we get this out of the way? The KKK? Bunch of fucking nerds. Can we say that?
Bunch of fucking nerds.
They use D&D terms. They're like, the Grand Wizard.
They are. They even have websites. It's just like, they even say like they have like forums and message boards and stuff like this, and they'll go on there and be like, "Oh, we got your message in fucking iRobot. Like he totally beat that robot's ass and blah 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 technology."
Yeah, and Will Smith's like, the fuck you talking about? It's like, it's a movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
And they'll be like, oh, the Avengers Endgame was like so like talking about the white race and how we can't be stopped and all
we
this
talk to
stuff.
you
Even
about-
though like one of the major players, Black Panther,
Yeah.
is from a place where white people aren't normally at.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Will Smith. Can we talk to you about our whites only cantaloupe? Can we bend your ear for a minute about our whites only cantaloupe?
Well, they're starting. Oh God, this is how deep I fell down in this rabbit hole. I won't get too much into it, but apparently the new white supremacists are finding token gay and black people now to be more diverse, and it's just so I can't get into it too much.
Sam's going like deep in the
What's
underground.
token?
Token means like you know how like in horror movies there'll be one black guy. He's the token black guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's why they call him Token on like South Park.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Because he's the one black guy.
Right. But it's
Wow, that
Sam-
just opened a door for you. You're like, holy
I know.
fuck.
I just thought his name was
right.
Token.
Sam's like getting deep.
I fell into Okay, so this started out because I took a depression nap, which means I just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and it started out with one guy being like, Ray William Johnson isn't funny. I'm like, I didn't need to watch 20 minutes of this.
Wait, so you have a name for your naps?
I mean, that's just what I call them whenever I'm just on YouTube in bed.
I feel like I have them all the time.
Yeah.
Ryan's life is a depression.
It's fucking, it's all focused now.
Yeah.
Ryan
Tokens and depression naps.
This is where Ryan figures out he has
Yeah.
depression.
I get it. I have a place in life
but
now.
no, I just fell down this rabbit hole, and it started out with that, and then it started out with finding this bleep like there's an episode of Arthur where they say a cuss word, but they bleep it out. It's really fucking weird.
You dove into that?
I dove into that, and then I found out this site called Freedom Tunes, which I can't go into, but then I found Ben Shapiro, and then I found ways of debunking Ben Shapiro.
You literally just went down like every single rabbit
I went
hole
down
ever.
every single rabbit hole. And basically what I'm saying now is I taste the Matrix.
Yeah, he tastes the Matrix. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What does the Matrix taste like?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So delicious.
Tastes like pennies.
Okay. All right. All right. So Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon,
Yeah.
or Tom Cruise. Marry, fuck, kill.
And what? Oh, Mary fuck.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Kill Tom Cruise because he's a dick.
Tom Cruise.
Who was
Keanu
the other
Reeves.
guy? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Ooh, that's such a hard choice.
Matt, you
I
gotta
wanna
marry or fuck. Which one? Keanu Reeves or Matt Damon?
I think I would fuck Keanu Reeves because I'm too starstruck from him. Matt Damon, I could see myself having a happy life with. You know?
Yeah, I mean he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But so is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I
I think Keanu Reeves is like 50 something,
55.
55.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he still smokes cigarettes.
I'd marry Keanu Reeves because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'd kill Matt Damon because I hate like almost every single one of his movies. And then I'd fuck Tom Cruise because he's tiny and be different.
Yeah.
Like midget porn. Like they pick him up and shit. They
God.
can pick him up.
I
don't know.
I-
He can
I,
Mission My Impossible.
I would marry Tom Cruise because I like short, stout partners. Yeah, because he's like
you would have to convert to Scientology.
Which
though.
let's be honest.
Have you seen that meme of Tom Cruise?
No.
It's just, somebody put a meme of Tom Cruise. You can try and find it. Tom Cruise only has one front tooth. Like the way his jaw is, I don't know if he got like did a stunt and it's fucked up his teeth, but he has one front tooth. One tooth is in the middle, and then the other one's over here to the left. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fucking weird.
I would always Google Tom Cruise's height, and
Just to see that you're taller than him.
yeah, it was
Look, that's the second one. Tom Cruise height.
yeah. Okay, so Tom Cruise height, it was 5'4" 6 months ago.
So
He paid Scientology changed Tom Cruise's height to 5'7".
Oh, that's not a good picture of Stallone right there. He looks
No, he looks old as shit.
rough.
Stallone looks like Stallone now looks like somebody.
Teeth.
Stallone now looks like somebody took Sylvester Stallone and pickled him.
Oh yeah. I feel so bad. Or I don't feel bad for him.
So you can see the center line?
Oh my God, you're not. Do you see that? You're not lying.
His one tooth. which I'm kind of glad for. Cause
Look, it's right in the middle, right under his nose.
He has 2 teeth.
Yes, he has 2 front teeth, but the other one's fucking way over here.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Look how...
Like that bitch wanted the spotlight and he moved that other motherfucker over.
That's like a permanent cocaine smile. He's just like, yeah. Yeah, that's some good shit.
He can't do cocaine because it will alter his brain.
Oh, yeah, because he's like a 46 level... whatchamajigger.
He's the Jesus Christ of Scientology, as far as I can tell.
He's definitely the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely the crooked smile.
Apparently, Beck is Scientologist, and I don't know how to feel about that because I love me some Beck, but also like he doesn't seem crazy, and he seems really nice, but also fucking Scientology.
I feel like if you went on a date with Tom Cruise, he'd be that person that just like only talks about their work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's all.
I feel like he tried to get out of it, and they're like, "No, you're fucking in it."
Well, the thing is, like every movie he's in now, he made sure that he's really like fucking that one remake of The Mummy that is awful that I haven't seen, but I know is awful.
I never want to see it
because it looks bad. It doesn't even look like fun kind of bad, you know. Like it's not like one of my favorite movies is Van Helsing, where it's a little bad, but it's so fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only reason why they didn't book Brendan Fraser was because
he wants too much money.
He wanted a lot of money.
He looks like shit.
Brendan Fraser made the Mummy series.
Yeah.
He made it. But
we don't talk about the third one though. We don't talk
about
about it.
But let's be honest though, he's kind of
chubby.
Yeah. He looks like shit.
I wasn't even going to say chubby. He's just kind of out of the picture now. He left Hollywood.
Yeah.
But now you just... So Brendan Fraser...
I can't wait to find out that Brendan Fraser is dead and I made fun of him. Ooh.
Brendan Fraser, you got a little bit chubby, but you didn't blow up near as bad as Val Kilmer. Yeah. And let's be honest, Val Kilmer, my sympathies with Val Kilmer, he has...
Yeah, he can't fucking talk
cancer.
anymore.
Throat cancer. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, Val, I know it was cool to smoke cigarettes and Top Gun, but you should have stopped after that.
Yeah. I don't know. I never even thought Val Kilmer was even good looking. His head is way too.
All right, Sam. Big. Fuck, marry, kill. Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise, and Goose. What's his name? What is Goose from Top Gun?
I don't
Basically,
know.
The top 3 cast from the number 3 cast.
The one fucking movie the dude played in.
I haven't seen Top Gun.
Tom Skerritt.
Oh.
So you could have.
Are they the age so like them now, not them in the movie?
Tom Skerritt right there.
Yeah, Tom Skerritt. That's Goose.
Okay, so
That's not Goose.
That's not Goose?
No.
Oh, no, that's Goose. Anthony. No, that is the Goose.
Is it?
No, hold on. Oh, Goose, yeah. So Anthony Edwards. So you gotta fuck him now, though. So Anthony Edwards, who played Goose.
I'm gonna marry Anthony, I guess.
Val Kilmer.
Fuck Val Kilmer. I'm just always gonna kill Tom Cruise.
That's a good one. There we go.
He's not bad looking. He's got that weird.
No, go over there. That's what he looks like now.
I gotta kill Tom Cruise. Is all I don't like Tom Cruise. He seems like a dick. And honestly, they're better actors. I've said it.
Yeah, no shit.
Better actors.
I agree with you. There are better actors.
Yeah.
I'm just stuck on this smile thing, Ryan. How'd you come up with that? Where'd you find that smile shit?
I saw it. Somebody made a video. It was like, yo, you all seen Tom Cruise on the red carpet or whatever? This motherfucker's only got one front tooth. And I was like, no way. And I looked at it, I Googled it, and it shows the center line.
Ramsay saying that? He's only got one tooth.
I don't know. I just thought it was really funny, so I looked at it, and he only has technically one. He has 2 front teeth, but one's in the center. The other one's way fucking over here. So,
God.
Oh man.
God damn. Oh, so how's stand up? How's the stand up going, Sam?
I kind of took a little.
That must be really funny.
I kind of took a little break, and I'm still taking a semi break.
Yeah,
because I went to Ohio. And, I had a good time. It was the festival that Couch talked about.
This is post Sam Bob getting so drunk.
Yeah, and it was just like, I just needed to take a little break. I've been working on other stuff like the sketches. I've been working on a fucking book that makes me want to kill myself every time I open up my Word.
I just got. So with the story that we heard, I only have one question to ask you, Sam.
Yes.
Why the fuck did you park 2 miles away to go to a party at a house that has a driveway?
Oh, I didn't park there. So what happened was her friend drove us to that party, pretty much. And it wasn't really a party. They just wanted to smoke weed. So their friend drove us there, and I was drunk, so I had no idea where we were. I passed out, threw up when someone came in to check on them. They drove me back to the festival. And then I realized, oh shit, I left my phone in their car. So, and I remember, the only thing I remember is they said they lived 2 miles from the house. So I just found a random neighborhood and parked my car there and just walked around and then lost my car.
So you were sober when you lost your car?
Yes.
The next morning.
Yeah. It was a bad time. Like, I wore these slip-on Spider-Man shoes I have, and my foot, I think I made myself get gout or something, because my foot was in so much pain for like a week.
You made yourself get gout. Well, the beer does do that. Beer causes gout.
Yeah.
I think it may have been like, what do they call them? Heel spurs or whatever? Something like that, because you were wearing Spider-Man fucking slip-on shoes.
Oh, yeah, dude, I got them on right now. Check it.
Nice.
These are fucking dope.
Yeah, when Sam would always go up with his Spider-Man shirt to open mics, I have my exclusive joke just for him that he's the Peter Parker that never got laid.
Oh, God.
He's the Peter. This is what happens. This is what Peter Parker looks like if he never met Mary Jane.
God.
Like he's just living in Uncle Ben and Aunt May's attic forever.
Who's the actor that played Spider-Man?
Which one?
The first 2 or 3 movies. Or whatever.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. I saw a thing on him where it was like TMZ or something. I don't know. Excuse me. I think it was back in the day. But they were like taking pictures of him and he couldn't see. He was trying to pull out into traffic.
Yeah.
And he was just like, hey, I can't see. Move, I can't see. And he rolled down his window. He's like, I can't see. You got to move. There's cars coming. And then he opened his door and he's like, hey, I can't fucking see. I can't see the cars. Get out of the fucking way. And they're sitting there. He's like, we got them stopped for you. And he's just like, and pulls away. I was like, damn, Spider-Man got pissed.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with Spider-Man's right of way, man.
Yeah. Apparently, in the comics, Spider-Man cannot drive. It is proven that he's never gotten his license, which makes sense because he lives in New York and he's also, Spider-Man. He don't need no car. He's swinging over the cars.
He ain't got time for that.
No.
Yeah, he ain't got time for that.
If he goes across town to get himself a cold pop, because he ain't got time for that.
It's just fuck you, public transportation.
I'm bringing back that video from like 2016 or whatever the fuck it is.
What video?
That lady that she went downstairs. She's like, I went downstairs to get me a cold pop.
Nice cold pop.
And I said, ain't nobody got time for that.
Because I think she was like, Lord Jesus, there's a fire. And the smoke was choking my lungs. And I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. And it's like, you go, lady. But I was talking to Sydney about this actually today. Apparently in like I don't know if it's the black fraternities at IU, but apparently when you first start there, you can't use any public transportation for like a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you are... that's a lot of major universities. When you're a freshman, you can't...
Oh, because they want you to walk around and see the sites and stuff, I guess?
Well, you can't have a car.
I know you couldn't have a car.
Yeah,
now they don't let you ride buses
unless
and
you
shit?
commute. Unless you commute as a freshman, you can't have any personal transportation or anything like that. So now you can like use the transits. I know that, I'm pretty sure, but other than that, you can't have any kind of car. And that reason because of that is because there's no parking, 1, and 2, the city is already overloaded enough when the students.
Well, I thought it was like to commemorate the boycotting of buses for like the black fraternities.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I would assume. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
And they still mad about that?
I mean, they're not still mad. They're just like, yeah, you go, Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a historical remembering thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a rude thing. Like, fucking, I don't know.
I know when it gets fucking 20 degrees out, I don't want to walk anywhere.
Yeah,
I'd rather get on a
true.
fucking warm-ass bus.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, man. The only reason why those buses are warm is from all the hepatitis floating in the air.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, when there's so much hepatitis in the air, it actually produces heat from the friction with the oxygen. So it just, makes a natural heating agent from all that.
I need to just go get my fucking shot because I'm scared to fucking go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, I'm scared to eat a salad at any public restaurant. Honestly, I don't want shit in my food.
It's like it's $45 a shot, and you have to have 2 doses, like 6 months apart. I just need to fucking go to the health department and get one because it's ridiculous. Or get it and then get one for free.
Our mom, due to her job before she retired, she actually had to get a hepatitis shot for her job. And she said, just go get one. Insurance doesn't pay for it, but just go get one. She said, after that, you can literally eat shit and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know the next time I'm going to eat fecal matter from a human, but I guess I guess if I ever want to eat an asshole, eat my girlfriend's asshole will be all right.
I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
if I have one.
Oh, right.
Because let's be honest, I ain't going to eat some random piece of strange asshole that I met at a bar that night. It's going to be my girlfriend. It's going to be for, long-term girlfriend. I ain't just going to eat ass on,
You gotta make sure they wash it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it ain't like this ain't, hey, baby, it's a 3-month anniversary. Let me eat that asshole.
Yeah.
Let me tongue punch that fart box. Not doing that.
We were talking about that last night.
Yeah. We were for some reason, we were at a Friendsgiving last night. And for some reason, we got on the subject of eating ass. And it was a 20-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, you ever eaten ass?
Yeah, of course. Like,
Of course.
yeah.
Doesn't have to be, of course.
I mean,
I didn't assume you would. I was like, Sam Bob looks like a guy that would.
I'm a 20-year-old college kid. Of course, I've eaten ass. It's like our new thing with fidget spinner.
I think you need one. Fidget spinners.
Yeah, fidget. Yeah, and fucking AirPods and just eating ass. Just put that ass on a cone.
Fidget spinner. AirPods.
Boba tea or whatever the fuck it's called.
That's why they got AirPods, man. Because when you're face deep in an asshole, you can't have a headset. You can't have no studio beats on.
Right.
Yeah, this is gonna sound awful, but I was walking around IU because I live by there, and like I saw a swarm of kids. Well, they're all my age, but I call them kids because fuck them. They haven't been through hardship, but they're walking around with the AirPods, and I just was like, man, I kind of understand anarchists right now because I hate all those kids for some reason. I don't need to talk to them. I just need them not to be there and know they don't exist anymore.
I know one thing though. You know the antisocial people when they're at the grocery store with their AirPods in their ears.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't talking to fucking nobody. You're just beat bopping, listening to music or podcasts, and you're just buying your kale and your...
I just think they look stupid, and I don't know, because I walk around with my headphones all the time.
Right.
But I got the big bulky ones because I'm a fucking adult.
Me too, yeah.
I have AirPods.
Yeah.
The ones, not the twos.
Are you like, they don't fall out? They don't fall out.
They
and
do
then you
fall out.
So they do.
Oh yeah, if you do it, like some people say, oh, I love them, running or going to the gym or something. I don't see how because they will fall out. I need something with it has to have that sponge and you have to put extra sizes on them or something.
Well, that's why I like the
ear.
headphones because you just put them around your ear, no problem.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's why they invented the number 2 AirPods. Because eating ass gets rough sometimes.
Well, the number 2s, what they're coming out
with safety goggles.
What they're getting ready to come out with is number 3s, I think, because they just came out. They had 1s that I bought, and then they had 2s. Now they're coming out with 3s, and it has some kind of twisty knob on the end of it that you can turn on or something like that. And whenever somebody starts talking, you can still hear them. Kind of like I don't know what they call them.
Noise canceling.
Yeah, it reminds me of shooting things.
Oh, shooting earmuffs.
Yeah, shooting earmuffs
for shooting guns.
For shooting guns, you can still hear people, but whenever it gets above a decibel, it dulls it out, so you don't hear it as much.
Honestly, I think I need to get some AirPods now, guys. Because the next girl I like enough to go down on. I mean, who the fuck doesn't want to listen to Eye of the Tiger while you're eating pussy?
The only thing is they're $200 for that bullshit.
Are they really? They're $200.
Or
they're
man-eater.
expensive.
Man-eater would be good for eating pussy.
Yeah, I'm a man-eater, yeah. Oh, wouldn't it be for sucking dick?
It's not always about the words of the song. It's about the feel.
It's about the feeling. It's the beat.
And
Yeah.
like,
It's the emotions you have when you listen to that song.
I don't know.
You walk in the house and mom's like, it's raining men.
Yeah. Mine would probably be, it would probably, like, my go-to karaoke song is Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue. So I think my go-to eating pussy song would probably be, I don't know. I would say Cherry Pie, but that just seems too overrated. That seems overrated. I guess Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
I guess Eye of the Tiger or something like that.
Yeah.
What's your go-to eating pussy song, Ryan?
I don't know.
You have to think about it.
Electric Avenue. It was like, da-da-da-da. Get that chicken neck going in there.
No. Okay, what's your go-to eating pussy / sucking dick song, Sam?
I believe it's the Smiths. I am human and I need to be loved. Because I like to have a good cry while I'm down there
Jeez,
too.
I get a little extra moisture down there.
Something's getting wet.
This pussy's dry. I need to cry.
This pussy's dry. I need to cry.
I like to think of Charm while I'm eating pussy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Have you seen that show?
The show Charm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was their intro. There you go.
Oh, that was that song?
Yeah. I am human and I need to be loved.
Oh,
Just like everybody else. Yes.
What the fuck? Okay, then my go-to's definitely the intro music to Dawson's Creek.
Oh.
Straight up. Yeah, I just think of what the fuck is I don't even remember his fucking name now.
Who?
What the hell's his name? The blonde-headed dude from Dawson's Creek.
Zachary, no.
No.
I've never seen this show.
You never seen Dawson's Creek?
I haven't seen it either, but I know who you're talking about.
I feel like
It's the Diplo dude, ain't it?
Yeah. James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, Diplo.
So next time I'm eating pussy, I'm just, humming the words.
Humming
the intro to Dawson's Creek, think about James Vanderbeek.
You don't hum while you're eating.
James Vanderbeek made such a comeback. It's crazy.
I don't think the next time you go down on Cindy, you want to mention that you're thinking, Cindy, the thing.
You said Cindy.
Cindy. Sorry, it's Cindy.
She's like, who the fuck?
Who the fuck is Cindy?
She just takes out, she comes running out of the shower because that's when she listens to any podcast. She's like, who the fuck?
It's Cindy. Who the fuck is... I'm sorry, Sydney. So the next time you're going down on Sydney, you need to... I don't think she wants to know that you're thinking about free witches.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get her to watch Supernatural, but we gotta finish Once, which we finished the most garbage season of Once.
What the hell is Once?
Once Upon a Time. It's like all these fair...
I think I've heard about that.
Have you ever read Fable, the comic?
No.
So it's all these fairy tale creatures. They are put in this small town, but they don't know they're fairy tale creatures. And, there's this girl that comes in. And
Sounds like Shrek. Sounds like the plot to Shrek.
It basically is. It wouldn't be surprised. So we
just
just finished the 4th season, and the 4th season is when Frozen comes in, and it's the worst season ever. Not because of Frozen coming in. That was actually... good, but all the characters are dumb in that season.
Right.
And because you guys haven't seen it, I can't really explain it that well.
No, not at all. Are you gonna go watch the new Frozen 2 then?
I have mixed feelings about Frozen. I think it's fine.
For kids?
I think it's fine. It's just fine. I never... what was the last kid movie that I really watched? Honestly, the Steven Universe movie was probably... a kid movie, the last kid movie I watched.
The last kid movie I actually liked was Coco. I thought Coco...
Oh, I did see Coco.
That made me
fucking cry at the
I
end.
thought Coco was pretty good, man.
Never seen it.
It's pretty good.
It's
yeah.
It's gonna make you cry.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
It's about the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
In Hispanic culture. But are you gonna go watch the new Mr. Rogers?
with Tom Hanks?
I might because
I heard it's just making all the adults cry.
Yeah,
like adults need a good cry every once in a while. Like you hold
I
that shit
have cried more as an adult than I ever have as a child. So twice.
There's something about a grown man in a flannel making you cry. You just need to let it out when you're like 4 and 5.
God, I was thinking about that the other day. I almost. Let me preface this because I remember. Do you guys know who Liz Mealy is? I might have given you her CD at one point.
No, I don't think so. No.
She's this really funny comedian, super feminine comedian, but she was like, she's like, I dated this guy, but he cried too much. So like, actually, he cried only like 3 times in a year, and I just decided that was too much. And she's very good. Liz Mealy, if you guys are interested, for those of you that say, because there are those assholes that are like, women can't be funny.
Right.
And then just go listen to Liz Mealy. She will fucking make you squirt milk out of your nose. She doesn't have a Netflix special, but she does have a CD called Emotionally Exhausting, and it is beautiful. Speaking of which, we should probably talk about ours.
Yeah. So very shortly, Sam Bob and I are going to be uploading the album to YouTube. So Sam's will be on his personal YouTube. We will put it on the YouTube for the podcast, and it'll also go on my YouTube. Yeah. Sam Bob, what's your YouTube name?
Basically Sam Bob Patrick.
So Sam Bob Patrick on YouTube. So very soon, looks like very soon. You don't have an ETA on that at all, do you?
Probably this weekend, probably this weekend at the latest.
Okay. This will be uploaded on Monday, so
yeah. What else? Are we gonna? We've talked about doing Pandora and stuff, right?
Me and you personally have.
Oh, okay. Well, Ryan, can you edit tracks?
Can I edit? What do you mean edit tracks?
So as you know, for those of you that bought CDs, thank you.
Yep.
We love the $50 we made on it to make more CDs.
And honestly, guys, it wasn't about the money.
It wasn't.
It was about years of work that we laid out on the table, and it turned out really well.
Oh God, yeah.
Personally, it turned out really well. The crowd loved it. Everybody that was there loved it.
God,
and the people that know us appreciated it. And if you haven't, and all the people out there that have said, "Hey, I need to come see you do comedy sometime," quit being a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you say, I'll listen to that album. No, you're not going to. Yeah. Which you're always going to have people like that. And I'm not hating on any of you guys. Like, I don't hate you for it. It's just, I expect it anyway. It's like when you give somebody money. And don't ever expect it back.
It feels a little more official now,
Right, exactly.
Because, like, when people are like, "Dude, do you have YouTube videos?" And then they see, like, a 5-minute clip, and then it's, like, at a bar somewhere. They're like, they get very confused because they're like, because they know that's how open mics are, but they think that's not real comedy, They think it's like the Netflix stuff all the time.
No, there's certain aspects that people think are not real, but they don't understand the work that it takes people to even get to be on a Netflix special or something that's on TV. And they, some people think that Comedy Central before Netflix got really big into making comedy specials, people was just like, "Oh, you didn't do any Comedy Central? You go to the comedy club in town? You go to that one? I was there one time watching open mic. My buddy did it one time. It wasn't too bad. You ever been there? I'll come see you sometime."
Yeah, it's
everybody where we're from talks like that. We're in the Midwest and they have a Texas accent. I don't know where the fuck it comes from. I don't know where the fuck it comes from. Somehow in the surrounding, let's just say we're in South Central Indiana. So in South Central Indiana, you have people that talk like they're from Indiana. And then you got like people that are from this area that have never been outside of Indiana. Somehow they picked up a Texas accent. I think they watched a little bit too many Westerns. I think.
Yeah.
I think
it's very weird because I don't know how you guys feel about the Confederate flag thing, but fucking, it's very weird because then there are people that are really into it there that do say the South will rise again when they say it, and it's like, we're in the Midwest. We were for the Union. We were not Confederate. They're like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, they don't have an answer.
Yeah, for that, for just to clarify, we're not for that at all. Oh. So, yeah, we ELE. We love everybody.
Oh, okay, so
everybody love everybody. And I know we've, you've got your joke that you have because you're bisexual, you have a rainbow Confederate flag, and which was actually told in a town at a bar where a person in the audience was wearing a Confederate flag sweatshirt. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was a hilarious circumstance.
Yeah, that was the night where I think Bedford canceled me for sure. Yeah. Because that was the night I also kicked the bar stool apparently across stage. I don't think I kicked it that hard, but everyone...
Was I there? Yeah, you were there.
You didn't kick it across the stage, it fell over is what it did.
No, he kicked that fucking
Maybe
thing.
I didn't see it. Maybe I was at the bar getting drunk.
He Pat McAfee from the Indianapolis Colts, but now he has people know. He punted. He booted that fucking stool.
Was it the stupid curved one?
Yeah.
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. And the owner was watching and he goes, "What the fuck was that for?" Straight up. The owner was just kind of like, "What the hell was that?"
And that was the night where Adam, it was his first night, and he fucking killed. Which was good because then Aaron immediately went on. I eventually, no matter what podcast I'm on, I eventually talk shit on Aaron Kinney. And it's so funny because apparently he used to say like, yeah, you know, me and Sam Bob have disagreements, and now he's just at the point where he's like, yeah, Sam Bob hates me. I'm like, good. I'm glad you're telling people that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never... I should probably stop because it feels like I'm talking about an ex.
If you want to stop, you can stop.
Yeah, you don't have to keep going.
It's just so funny to talk shit on that guy. It really is.
So yeah, Sam Bob kicked the fucking stool. But in that circumstance, a guy that was wearing a Confederate flag sweatshirt in the crowd, and as soon as he told that joke, I was like, this is a very funny predicament, and I was very interested on what was going to happen next. Yeah. I didn't know if the guy was going to stand up, if he was going to say something to him.
No, he wasn't.
Nothing happened. Nothing at all happened.
He knew I was crazy at that point.
Right.
Because I kicked the bar stool.
Super fucking crazy.
I mean, when I say he booted the bar stool, it was loud enough to make everybody in the bar turn around.
Yeah. Well, they were talking too, so it was like kind of a good thing. But man, if I got them laughing, because I remember there was this weird time where we did the bandana show and everybody loved those bisexual jokes. But then when we got out after that, everyone started to seem to hate them.
Right.
And I don't know if like the people changed or if like people were like, they got used to Bedford comedy. Or
see, that's why when we would actually do a show in Bedford, I would stick to meth head jokes because who doesn't want to laugh at a meth head? I mean, it's not okay. To be honest,
a lot of people down here don't know how to. I would say this everywhere, but a lot of people don't know how to take a joke. Like they don't know how to laugh. They're set on, I love this thing, and if you shit on it, then fuck you.
Yeah.
And let's just say
if you don't have a cut off flannel T-shirt and you're not Larry the Cable Guy talking about get her done, you're not funny, and they literally sit there like this with their arms crossed.
Oh god.
I was at a show. I was on a stage one night at a show performing, and a man sat in a chair staring at me for 20 minutes with his arms crossed, and the only time I made him laugh was when I pointed him out for looking like an asshole.
Yeah, I called at that Ohio show, the only big laugh I got is there was this bald dude with a bushy mustache, and I was like, you know, fuck off, Mr. Monopoly, fuck off.
Yeah.
And now it felt kind of good. Sometimes you just, and I remember specifically, and Ohio's and I should not have said this, Ohio's a very religious town, and I have this joke where my dad cooked all the Thanksgiving food, so he had to be the one to say grace, and he just didn't. He just said, dig in, and then he literally said I'm not one for prayer, dig in, and I added this at the joke because I was just not in a good place, but I was like, then Dad said, Jesus earns his place at our table. And they were not happy.
But honestly, that's such a unusual spot to have the quote-unquote Woodstock of comedy.
Yeah.
And, well, it's like the kind of the same thing. I went to Bonnaroo. It's in southern Tennessee.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A very religious place. And when I went to the Walmart to actually get supplies when we were there, I was just buying booze and food when we were at Bonnaroo.
Everybody was buying ammo.
No, when I was at Bonnaroo, I went to the local Walmart there because it was the only place to go to buy food and alcohol and stuff like that for the entire weekend for the whole music festival. And if you've never been to Bonnaroo or people who have heard of it, it's a giant music festival. All different walks of people, all different types of personalities, cultures, everything literally brought together. Well, in southern Tennessee, at the only place to shop in a town, let's just say that type of cultures aren't the most welcome. I mean, they do make a lot of money from that, so they tolerate it, but let's just say there was plenty of wandering eyes.
I'd say some shit, it's just a tiny town, right?
Yeah.
I say some shit happens there where they're just like maybe a car gets put on fire or something.
I think years ago when I think Bonnaroo's been going on for 15 years or something like that. It's been a little while. So I think there was a town meeting before they, said, "Hey, let's do Bonnaroo." It's just kind of like, "All right, don't stare for longer than 5 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing to anybody," because I could tell it's a very religious town, and it's small, and the Walmart was very small, and the only reason why they have money in that town is because one time a year 100,000 people go for 4 days to listen to a music festival.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So, and I think it's just one of those things that has to be tolerated, and I think also it's a step in the right direction to people actually co-mingling and existing together, to be honest. Even though you don't have to like it, but you don't have to be a dick.
Yeah.
Be respectful. So,
yeah,
and to close that out, just don't buy the Nazis cantaloupe.
Exactly.
And let's be honest, if you eat cantaloupe and you like it, you're a Nazi.
Cantaloupe is not great, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not fucking great.
People act like it's great though.
Yeah.
But you can tell they're lying.
The only reason why people put cantaloupe in a fruit basket is for a filler.
Exactly.
Right.
That's it. It's just
It's cheap.
It's to make it look. It's orange and it's bright and it's pretty. It looks pretty, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And that's the only that and honeydew. I mean, let's be honest. Honeydew and cantaloupe is just a filler, and it's just a waste of money. Like, give me the good shit. Just make it 100% pineapple. Let's be honest. That's the best shit in there. Make it 100% pineapple.
Yeah.
Well,
pineapple and strawberries, I might add.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
we're at hour 20. Do you want to do a couple news topics and we'll get out of here?
Yeah, that sounds good. You good with that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Coolio.
Did you want to say something else?
I thought I did, but then I was gonna just say, when my sister was in high school, they had, it was called something. It was basically like, the gay club is the best way I can describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They couldn't talk, but it was meant to be the diversity club, but, Bedford being all white, mostly. The only diversity they had was, like, gay kids, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, like, they were trying to bring it up about that, but they weren't allowed to call themselves the gay club. They weren't really allowed to talk specifically about gay topics, I think. Like, their focus couldn't be gay people, and, like, people were like, okay, well, we gotta do that because, Bedford, not a lot of people are okay with the gays, you know? So, like, yeah, I think stuff like that is also a step in the right directions.
So, I got one right here. This is right up Sam's alley. So, this is a very current, this is a current thing that happened. So, a Canadian Harry Potter festival is recently being dubbed the Fire Festival of Canada. So, all of you remember, I'm sure, the Fire Festival. It was a Hulu and a Netflix documentary. It was a completely fake festival that turned out really terrible. So Harry Potter fans they're all talking about they got gypped really bad. This picture is a wand making station, and as you can see, it's a bunch of chopsticks.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, I thought they were heroin needles.
No, it's chopsticks. So,
oh, this is sad. Where is this at? Is this
so
just
this
in
this
some
is
dude's basement?
this was an adults only Harry Potter festival in
they're
Montreal. In Montreal, and this was last Friday. So people were waiting in line, and basically it was the same thing that happened at the Fire Festival. Like the food, there was supposed to be like gourmet food, and people paid a bunch of money to come here, and the food was just mediocre, like you can see in these foam tins.
God damn.
It was run by a company called LOL Events, and
Can't even come up with a good fucking name.
Yeah, they said that they have experienced that have said the experience that awaited them was far from magical, saying the whole thing felt like a total scam.
Yeah.
In now deleted event description, the organizers promised to turn Montreal into a world of magical wonder. You can't turn Montreal into a magical wonder.
I mean, the only good thing they have there is Just for Last Festival, which I don't know if they still do.
I heard Montreal's a shithole unless they just have that festival. They
Don't
still
they have
it.
a red light district?
Yeah.
That's
Canada.
That's the magical wonderland right there.
Prostitution's legal in Canada.
Yeah. Right. So adding indulge
you can
yourself.
probably find a Harry Potter prostitute.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That perfect. Hermione with a stripper pole. Give me that.
Yeah.
So it says they added indulge yourself in a specialty themed alcoholic adult drinks like boozy butterbeer, polyjuice potion, unicorn blood, hair of the multi-headed dog, and more. It continued, there will be lots of great food, magical photo opportunities, live music from DJ Dobbs and DJ Dobbs and Porter Party, the Porter Party band, prize trivia, cornholes.
Yeah, this is definitely
cornhole snitch toss. Okay, in a magical wonderland that you're paying lots of money for, who the fuck wants to play cornhole?
Exactly.
It's Canada. That's like their nicest game they have. They all shake hands.
Jesus. Cornhole.
Oh, listen, this is so corny. It said, visit Cobblestone Alley to pick your wand and have it choose you and take photos.
It's all Avengers!
But honestly,
it's diagon. They got all things wrong in that one sentence.
It's Canada, man. I guarantee.
I'm surprised there's not. They said and more. A. They left the A off.
Just so fucking.
Which is crazy that it's in the dictionary
what the
too.
fuck is that?
So if in Canadian $50, which is $37 US, a ticket apparently included a free themed alcoholic drink along with samples of wizard themed treats. Unlimited access to photo opportunities.
What do they call them things you can get at a twisty bread with cinnamon sugar that you can get a Toblerone? No, not a
Toblerone.
No,
Yeah.
a cinnamon
That's
sugar
chocolate.
twisty thing.
Churro.
Those look like churros cut in half with some Parmesan cheese.
I think it's
over the
pasta.
Yeah,
like that's two different types of pasta. So photo opportunities, games, prize trivia, live music, debauchery, and mischief. However, the people
Are they talking about fucking? It sounds like they're talking about debauchery and mischief.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Well, there's booze involved, so yeah.
So as guests started to enter half an hour later,
This is the
a
saddest
person
thing I've
explained
seen.
that nothing magical was anything, and the nothing magical was inside. The person said it felt like we had our own little Montreal Fire Festival, referring to, and this happened in 2017. So it felt like a total scam. The themed drinks turned out to be
rum and coke and gin and tonics.
Rum and coke and gin and tonics, while snacks were room temperature, pasta and beige supermarket appetizers smeared with
Look,
cocktail
you can see this
sticks.
girl that works here still has like a cape and like a fucking hat on and shit.
She's so disappointed, you can tell. Dude, fucking, that's funny because there's this Yuletide ball thing going on, which is a thing in Harry Potter, going on in Bloomington somewhere. Oh, fuck, where is it?
Hopefully it's not a scam.
I don't think it is because it's at IU and, like, it's probably run by, like, you know, someone my age, so they're trying to get an actual Harry Potter party.
Right.
But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that sucks for them people, so it's a Wizarding World Fire Festival type of thing.
Jesus.
Well, also, I guess what really made people mad the most was because people spent money on these tickets, and then they also paid money to make their own costumes on these extravagant costumes to walk around. Nobody wants to spend $300 on a really authentic Harry Potter costume and then walk away with a chopstick wand.
Which, by the way, I'm not trying to diss anyone that likes making these costumes. Just buy one of those black rope things from the fucking haircut, from where you get your haircut.
Yeah.
Just put your house badge on it. Boom, Harry Potter costume.
costumes on a budget. Sam Bob Patrick.
Yeah. God. I did, when I was a kid, my mom did buy me one of those little, what are those called? They're bibs, aren't they? But long? You know what I'm talking about, where you get your haircut and they put that little...
Yeah, it's a bib.
A bib, yeah.
Yeah. I used to wear that because, as like a Jedi, because I had this one green lightsaber, and my dad made me watch all the Star Wars movies when I was a kid.
Oh, he made you watch it?
Yeah, he made me. I had no choice but to be a Star Wars fan, and that
Look, son, you have to watch him fuck his sister. You have to watch it. You have to watch it.
All right, let's do one more and we'll get out of here. So
nothing like learning about incest when you're 7.
So this is from CNN. So anal.
They just kissed. Well, when you're 7, that's like going all the way. Okay,
I guess so.
Kissing when you're 7's third base, dude.
So anal cancer rates and deaths are rising. So CNN reports that anal cancer causes and deaths are rising dramatically in the United States.
Must be from the AirPods.
Yeah, because they're sticking them up their ass. They're down there eating pussy and they're getting lost in the ass.
No, dude, it's like eating microwave food. You're getting a little bit of radiation at a time. You're getting just a little bit of ass cancer from your AirPods.
But they say it's especially, high rates, especially in older people and young black men, which I don't get how they found this out. So the new study says the researchers examined trends in anal cancer cases for about 15 years and identified 69,000 cases of anal cancer and more than 12,000 deaths during this time. And over 90% of the anal cancer are associated with HPV. So I don't...
Human papillomavirus.
Yeah, is that like a bigger thing in like
I think
older people and black
the
males?
scientists are these white supremacists from the farmer's market.
Probably.
I forget. I thought I saw a thing, but there is like a weird reason. I think it was like safe sex wasn't... no, that can't be right. I was going to say it wasn't taught in most places. No, I'm going to back up because everything I'm going to say is wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel it, and I was trying to solve a problem that has an answer somewhere.
Well, I mean, I don't remember we took health class and like you had to watch the fucking baby being born and shit like that. Nobody taught you anything. They just said use a condom. Nobody teaches anybody anything. Everybody lets people go find out on their own. They getting fucked and then they, ruin their lives or whatever.
Right.
Get a STD or die from AIDS.
When you guys watch that video, because I mean, I'm sure everybody watched that video when they were a kid watching a baby being born. Okay. Were you one of the kids that looked away, or were you one of the kids that like stared at
I watched.
Didn't watch it.
Well, most of them looked away.
You couldn't tell the hair from the pussy or the baby's head.
Yeah.
So did you watch or did you look away?
I watched part of it and it's just like I can't remember who I was sitting beside.
I did the staring through my fingers thing.
I was sitting beside.
I just watched it because my dad worked in a hospital for years, so he was very direct about everything. I think I told you this story. I was getting my tetanus shot or something, and I was, relaxed. I wasn't nervous or anything. And then my dad said it was like, "Hey, don't tense up your muscles." I was like, oh, "Okay, I wasn't." Why? He's like, "Because that will cause rips and permanent damage if you do." And then just went back to reading his magazine or whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, they say you're not supposed to do that. I can't remember who I was talking to somebody at work, and they're like, "Don't tense up your muscles." And then they went to go give him the shot, and then they poke you in the arm or whatever, or feel your arm. It's like, you're still tensing up your muscles. He's like, well, how do you want me to be? It's just like, relax. So you have to relax, because I guess it gets trapped in your muscles.
Yeah.
And it may not work, or it may, fuck your
well,
arm
basically,
up or whatever.
when it does that, something about when it gets trapped in your muscles, one, the shot doesn't work, and two, it's just like in your muscle now.
Yeah. I think it does. It takes a longer time to get released, and then you end up having like a big old fucking bruise on your arm where it actually went in the muscle and it fucking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But you ready to end this show?
Yeah, let's end this fucking shindig.
Let's get out of here, people.
Sam, we appreciate you being on the episode today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, thank you everybody that listens and downloads. This is a 100% free podcast, so we'll never ask you for anything. We'll never ask you to spend money on us. We'll never ask you to do anything. The one thing the only thing we'll ever ask you to do is just to share it.
Yeah.
Just to tell people about it. That's it. We'll never charge you money. We'll never ask you to spend money on anything. Just tell people about it. Spread the word about this podcast. Because it's always going to be for free, and we're always going to do it. We love doing it every week.
Yeah.
So,
and now you get a CD for free. So
right. So look for that. Look for our albums on YouTube for free very soon. Look for it on Sam Bob's YouTube, which is at Sam Bob Patrick. Mine is just at Cody Cummings. I think I'm going to put it on both of them. Cody Cummings and then Cody Cummings Comedy. And then also look for it on the Comcast YouTube.
Yeah, we'll also put it up on the podcast.
And eventually, we talked about this off camera. Eventually, we're going to contact Sam's sister, who is actually the creator of our album cover.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking into very shortly for her to do some new cover art for the podcast.
Yeah,
so
if you guys are looking for a cover art, she recently did the open mic we do, Bears Place poster. She does very good work for a low price, which makes it sound like a scam. But if you go on Twitter, I believe, or maybe Instagram at Tripping Bunnies, you can see some of her artwork and ask her to draw you some shit.
Yeah, it's really great artwork for a really good price. It's not a scam at all. She created the album cover art, so me and Ryan both really love it. So look for that sometime in the future. We're gonna update the cover art, and it's gonna be fucking kick ass, and we're gonna love it. So. Thanks so much for coming on, Sam. We love having you on. It's been a fun episode.
You. Sure do.
So
it's always a different experience.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody stay safe out there. Sam, do you have anything you want to plug at all?
I'm gonna say it, not to sound controversial. Fuck Ben Shapiro. Been going down that rabbit hole. Didn't really know who you were until 2 weeks ago. Fuck you. That's all I'm gonna say. And now you two have beef with Ben Shapiro, and that's gonna up your views now. So you're welcome.
Well, I don't know phone numbers. I don't answer phone numbers that I don't know, so I'm good. So you can find anything Sam's doing at Comedian Sam Bob Patrick on Facebook, and it's at Haha Funny Boy on Instagram.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
We'll plug everything down in the description.
Yeah, we'll plug everything in the description. Thank you all so much again. We love the fuck out of you guys. And just remember, when life gets you down, when life gets hard, you milk that fucking pig. Oh, and the last thing before I leave, just quit eating cantaloupe.
Stay safe out there. Peace.
Peace.